Ryan Tannehill. These are fucking above average elite stats. Michael, tell me this. 11 for 21. Give me that.
No, sir.
93 yards, 4 quarters. Give me that.
Never wanted that.
1 touchdown.
Kind of dookie.
Welcome back, guys. It's episode 20 of your favorite show, the Joe Rogan Podcast.
Oh, we getting sick.
Psych, it's undebatable.
Undebatable.
We don't go on tour with Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah, we don't. It's your boy, Matt.
It's Michael Abel.
And Kerry Wayne Abel Jr.
And you know the drift already. With 3 brothers making a podcast, we have the jokes, the laughs, and Michael just lost in fantasy.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Me too. Fuck you, Hoyt.
This episode is sponsored by Hugs, something that my mom doesn't give me.
Oh, the fuck?
Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. But yeah, we want to apologize before we start this episode. We didn't do no Thanksgiving episode. Fuck those turkey games. They were not good. They were.
Booty, booty.
And in honor of our button, we're going to show some turkey ass.
Turkey booty.
He's trying
Okay, guys, before we start this episode, can someone say something funny for the camera?
Oh, there's nothing funny. My fantasy team's fucking funny the way
Look
they
at Michael's
perform.
nose.
What did he say?
It's fucked up.
Which one of you bros are going to say the topic of
I
today?
got it. It's the studs and duds of week 12.
So many I can't count.
How we're going to start this episode is each of us are going to start saying our studs, and then we're going to say our duds.
And then we're
gonna
going to talk about it.
And then we're going to roast each other because we know someone's pick's going to be dumb. Who wants to start off their stud? I don't mind going, but I know y'all.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to go first.
going
I'm the
first?
best in the fucking world. Not just lost. Let's go, baby.
Conor
My stud
McGregor.
of the week is Leonard Fournette, former LSU superstar.
Oh, I should have did it better.
That's my boy. Former Jaguar. Happy he's not a Jaguar because they were fucking that dude's career up. But
Booty, booty.
he is a great running back, and I think he got basically underrated for a while because of the injuries that he had in the Jags and the fact that even though they had a couple good years with them, I don't think people looked at him like a great back. And I think this year in particular, going into last year of playoffs and going into this year when he got the starting job, he's been playing at a very high level, and people haven't been really, I feel like noticing it. He went off for 100 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's a really crazy game. Brady's getting really close with him. He's catching the ball at the backfield. He's running the ball very well. Rojo's not really that much of a factor as he was in years past. He's definitely my stud. I have him in fantasy, so he put up about 37 points, I believe.
Good God.
He was a monster. He played the game, and especially he played against a good Colts defense. Even though they're not great, but they're good enough to where I didn't think he would be able to do everything he did. So it's shout out to Leonard Fournette, but he's definitely my stud of the week. That's what I was saying. Every time he scored, baby, all day.
Kerry, you can go on with your stud, my brother.
Okay.
All right, let's go, sister.
All right, guys. My stud of week 12 is Cordell Patterson.
Oh,
Who the
fuck.
fuck is that guy?
Just want to let you guys know. I guess I did a little research. He was a 2013 first round 29th pick by the Vikings. He played with the Vikings from years 13 to 16. Raiders 1 year 17. Patriots 1 year 18. Bears 19 and 20. And this year he is with the Falcons. And for 8 seasons, Cordell Patterson was one of the NFL's great what ifs. Nobody really knew. We thought he was going to be the superstar running back out of college, and it just never became that way. Patterson established himself as one of the greatest or perhaps the best kick returners, and that's what we kind of knew him as, but nobody knew him outside of that. Now, that being said, so he goes to the Falcons. This season, nobody would have thought that he would have been this guy because you got big man Mike Davis. Mike Davis, the year before, balled out during his tenure with the Panthers. And he had, and I'm saying balled out because Christian McCaffrey always gets hurt. So the guy goes in there and he bulldozes everybody to the ground. So he signs with the Falcons. Cordell signs with the Falcons. So you got your 1-2 punch. So Mike Davis gets the start of the season. He's the head macho, and then he just becomes a bust. And you see the Falcons doesn't have many weapons, and the reason why I'm picking this guy is with the few touches he got in the beginning of the season, he made the most what he got out of him. And the more they fed him, they realized the more better the team is around him than it is with Mike Davis. Now, right now, you're Julio Jones-less. You don't have, Ridley. He's got his mental issues. They don't really have many weapons. And so Matt Ryan, he's got his rookie tight end. He's got a couple people, but you don't have really anybody. But when this man is on the field, the Falcons are a different offense. This guy is fast. He's big. Yes, they played the Jags. He ran 16 times for 108 yards, 2 touchdowns with a long run of 27 yards. Every team has that team that makes them, good. You got Christian McCaffrey with the Panthers. You got Lamar with the Ravens. Every team has that go-to guy. And this year, the Falcons, I hate to say it, when he's not in the game, they're trash. I believe they got shut out by the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, practically.
But he wasn't in that game, right?
No, he wasn't.
So that was a blowout loss. The other games, and keep this short, when he's in there, even when they lose, it's a close game. The games they win, it's because of him. Matt Ryan needs him to be able to throw it to the other unknown receivers. Russell Gage, you can argue, he's not no elite receiver. I think he's average at best. But you have certain people in there, and I think he's just a big key contributor. He's not really talked about this season, but he's my stud of the week because he continues to ball out when he's in there. Matt, what's your stud?
I was going through the list because I had a couple of them, but I'm going to just my honorable mention, I'm going to say, I know y'all didn't do those, but I'm going to just throw in the Giants defense. My boys, stop Jalen Hurts for a 4th win. Giants, let's keep it rolling. But no, actually going through it and seeing everyone this week, I'm going to give it to rookie receiver, and I don't think y'all would expected it. I'm giving it to fucking Jalen Waddle. 9 receptions, 137 yards, a touchdown, averaging 15 receiving yards per catch. And it wasn't, they went against a good defense, a decent defense in the Panthers, meaning that they got Stephon Gilmore. And I don't know if you guys know this, they also have AJ Boye. You remember him? You remember the guy? He was everyone's going off.
Texans.
Yeah, I just think, he's on the Panthers.
No,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just find it weird. I don't know who else Stephon Gilmore would have been sticking, but Jalen Waddle is obviously the best receiver on their team with Will Fuller being held. And Devontae Parker's not really as good as Jalen Waddle. Who else would they have? Albert Wilson, Mike Gesicki. I just think it's crazy. He went off against the Panthers, which... That's for a rookie. And, no one's really been talking about him because Devontae Smith, and you got Jamar Chase going off. No one's really caring about him because you know why? He's on a team.
With a poo-poo cube.
Yeah, not really. And then plus he's doing it with Tua, which Tua surprisingly went for 27 of 31, 230 yards and a touchdown.
He's starting to get some confidence.
But still, it's just for Jalen Waddle to put up those numbers against a defense that I'm not saying they were supposed to be getting top 10. Now they're around top 15. But still, Jalen Waddle, close to 140 yards for a rookie and a touchdown. I watched the game because my opponent in fantasy had his bitch ass. Man, give it up for Nick. Nick,
shout out to Nick Cadiz.
Yeah, you lost, Nick. But yeah, that's who I pick, honestly. Who wants to start with the duds?
I think you should start with the duds. We'll go back and around the circle.
Oh, we'll go back in the circle. My duds, and I want to say this, I'm so proud. And Michael, I'm going to edit such a fucking funny picture.
Is this Ryan Tannehill?
All right, Daniel and the Tennessee Titans.
This is bullshit.
What the hell? Dude, everything I say, I swear it
argue
should be
Baker
written.
Mayfield?
It should be
Yeah.
written in gold.
I'm switching my shit
because
up.
I knew damn
I'm
well
about to drink some Henny. I'm about to switch this shit up
Ryan
on the fly.
Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans are ass. They are what I said. I told Michael and I told Carrie. We all knew Derrick Henry was out. We all knew Julio Jones was out. And we knew A.J. Brown was
How many
inconsistent.
interceptions did he throw?
Oh, he only threw one. You know, I give him one. Good job, Ryan. Only one, my brother. But, and it's against, it was against the Patriots. And the Patriots are looking fucking hotter than fucking Vanessa Hudgens in High School Musical.
The Patriots look good.
I know they look good. Who talked shit about them?
I did.
I don't think I did.
Best believe I didn't.
Did you do? Okay. But no, besides the point, they lost 36-13. I'm not going to just do on Ryan Tannehill. I'm going to do the whole Titans team. Because
the whole time.
Everyone.
Because the Tennessee team, the Titans, the defense was carrying them. So why aren't they your duds?
What the fuck?
Why aren't they your duds? Why aren't the Titans
What?
defense the duds?
No, everyone.
You said the whole team,
Whole
offense
team.
and defense.
I want y'all to understand this. Ryan Tannehill, these are fucking above average elite stats. Michael, tell me this. 11 for 21. Give me that.
No, sir.
93 yards, 4 quarters. Give me that.
Never wanted that.
1 touchdown,
Kind of dookie.
Who's his wide receiver?
1 pick.
D.D. Westbrook. No, it's like Needy Westbrook or something like that.
Pretty much the whole Titans
Yeah.
team. What makes me feel bad is I went to Tennessee and everyone in Tennessee is so nice and happy. They can say the meanest things and they're fucking nice. And I know everyone was boosting this team up, which I understand. Oh, we beat the Rams. Oh my God, we beat the Saints with no one. Who the fuck's Trevor Simeon? I told them, I said, let's Ryan Tannehill play the season. He's not a consistent quarterback. He's not going to play good. And then, y'all can't make the excuse, but Matt, who is he now? He didn't have A.J. Brown and Julio when he beat those other teams. Shit happens. When you're above average QB, you can step up.
No,
He's
that's
not?
an elite quarterback.
He's not?
He's not. Ryan Tannehill
He's not above average?
is not above average.
So he's average?
I think he's average, but he can play at times above average, but he's not a consistent
That's the
above
same thing. That's
average
dude,
quarterback.
that's the same way I feel about Baker Mayfield.
Baker, the thing with Baker is that I'm not going to get off on
We're
subject.
not going to go off subject. But no, yeah, but you say what you say quick about Baker.
It's just that he's average, but he's been playing a little bit more below average than average. So he's kind of like the opposite of Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, Baker did, FYI, Baker did throw for 240, and he did throw a touchdown, and he didn't have
He
a
played
pick.
terrible.
But no, he played like ass. Ryan Tannehill automatically.
bad, too.
He didn't throw over 100 yards. His best actually player on that team was Dontrell Hillard.
Don't know.
12 carries for 131 yards for 1 touchdown.
Beautiful.
Actually, it's funny. Both of their running backs went off for over 100 yards, but they couldn't get the win. I think they're duds because everyone had so much high expectations. I didn't because I knew this was going to happen. Their upcoming schedules, they had to verse the Jags. They got to verse the Bills. I know the Titans are going to fall down, and they're going to make playoffs by wild card, and they're going to get out the first round. Like I said, thank you. Y'all can do y'all's thing. Have a nice day. Drive safe, my brother. Michael, stay with Lamar.
I got you, sister.
Don't even bring up Baker. I know you did ask.
I'm about to switch up.
All right. So who's up? You or me?
Nah, it's you.
Chew, brother.
All right, my dud of week 12. There's so many to choose from.
There
dude.
is.
Mine is Lamar Jackson.
Oh, fuck, you did the wrong one.
24-32, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Not 1, not 2, not 3. How many guys?
4.
That's what I'm talking about.
my lord.
And let's
Four.
not overdo it
Hey,
with that 46.5.
3 was only his fault, though.
Okay.
Three.
One.
Is an interception still an
Wait,
interception?
Carrie.
Nah, but
wait, you heard what he said?
I said 3.
He said only 3 was his
Yeah,
fault.
it's true.
Three was nothing.
Look, I mean, I'm being honest.
Okay,
It's still
it's
bad, but look, 3 still.
Yeah, it's
bad,
crazy.
but
Yeah, I understand. Respect.
It's better than 4, though, right?
I mean, and he
We can all
couldn't go any more
But-
better than the 46.5 QBR. I mean, Michael's like the first part. Michael will probably agree with me. The second part is just going to be my emotion on saying why I still don't care for Lamar Jackson. Jackson did pile up 68 yards on 17 carries, both of which led the team, but he committed costly mistakes as a passer and averaged just 5.2 yards per attempt. It was by far his worst day through the air all season. Now, you can argue he was sick going into the game. Not sure if y'all knew that.
I didn't know that.
He decided to play. I didn't know that. I don't have him, so nor do I care. Now, you can say, well, Kerry, he didn't have running backs. But at the end of the day, y'all played like trash. And guess what trash rhymes with?
What?
Ass.
Booty. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was going to be.
Put a picture of turkey booty up here.
So what makes it worse is you're playing a banged up Browns. You're playing against Baker Mayfield. Hashtag take advantage. But you didn't. You wanted to make the game close. And this game was horrible watching. I don't know what was worse. Watching that game or watching the Lions versus the Browns on Turkey Day. Now, I'm not going to say much more than that. Lamar, you're a great MVP running back, man. You may be able to win the MVP this year if you continue to win games, even though you still won. But like I said before, you will never be a great pocket passer. That's your kryptonite. When you're forced to throw it,
No, we're just. I'm laughing.
That just did
No, I'm like, oh my! Look at my.
oh, like somebody's about to drop a bomb on me.
I'm just looking at my.
Couple more things. So anyway, pocket passing, kryptonite, when you're forced to throw the ball. Can you make throws? Yes, but you're too much on and off. I still believe you're an average passer at best. This team's not going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to tell you that right now. I could bet money on it. Not talented enough, nor have enough depth to make it. Now, they can beat teams. They beat teams this season, okay? Right now, you can say, well, Gary, they're number first in the division. I get all that. What I'm saying is, when you throw a playoff team and another playoff team and another playoff team to go against this Ravens team, they may win one, maybe two. Maybe they're not going to go to distance. They're not going to have the total team depth. Too many injuries. They're just too banged up. They're not going to be able to go the distance.
Do you think the wins that they got, they kind of squeezed those wins? Like, they didn't it wasn't impressive. It was more like, okay, we got out of that win. Thank God we won.
It wasn't impressive wins. And a win is a win. Don't get me wrong. A win is a win. I'm just saying is going forward through playoffs, they'll make it to playoffs. I just don't see them going the distance to the Super Bowl. Not this year. They can next year. It's just this year, just seeing them the way they've been playing.
Yeah, they get a quarterback.
Now, lastly, Lamar, you looked horrible as quarterback tonight. Everybody saw. Maybe not tonight. I'm just saying it tonight off my memory. Honorable mention, Lamar. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait.
What did he say?
I'm laughing before I can say it.
What did he say?
Now, I just want to let y'all know, Lamar called Cam Newton and decided to match, with Cam. They went to the football game together, and, they decided to be like, look, you play like booty, I'm going to play like booty. And guess what? Cam played more booty than Lamar. Cam lost. Cam played so much booty that he was benched, but Cam called him back and said, Lamar, at least won the game. And they won the game, but there you go, Mike. What do you think your duds are?
My dud was the quarterback that I chose to start in fantasy football this week.
Oh, Baker, let's go!
No, since Matthew gave an honorable mention, I'm going to give him an honorable mention. Baker, everything I said about Baker Mayfield, it was all right. You know how he does the nose shit? I mean, Matthew, everything I said about Baker.
I didn't know who was worse. Well, no, Lamar was worse.
Baker, no, here's the truth. Baker played like Dookie Water. You're my honorable mention.
But Michael, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Playing though. So no, but on a real note, the player that is my dud definitely would be Jalen Hurts, and
he hurt you.
Oh, it hurt.
Yeah, I changed my name to Jalen Hurts. Hurt me, and he really played bad, especially against the Giants defense. The Giants aren't a good football team. The defense is the only thing that's like any decent whatsoever. He not only did he not play up to his standards that he's been playing in previous games, he played like terrible. Like even the Giants, the head coach. I don't know if his head coach or the defensive coordinator, but they even said we wanted to make Jalen Hurts throw the ball and to beat us with his arm. He couldn't do that. He ran the ball well. He threw pick after pick after pick. He made terrible decision after terrible decision. He really had no pros to this, and he wasn't playing that good of a team. So it's like, to me,
what?
Who, Jalen Hurts?
No,
wasn't
you said playing a good team.
Yeah, they weren't. He wasn't playing a
We're
good team at all.
4-7.
They're not a good team, and he played really bad. I know Jalen Reagor cost them a couple of like touchdown passes that could have won them the game, and he dropped like 2 of them. And just to throw this out there, he could be one of the losers too, because and no, the Eagles franchise as a whole could be considered a loser because they picked Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson, I think over DK Metcalf and a bunch of others. So to me,
pick 'em right.
Your asset drafting people,
Traded Carson Wentz
Eagles,
away.
you're trash in general. Jalen Hurts, you're terrible for letting a Giants defense that isn't good.
How?
They're not good. They're
We're
not a good
top
team.
like 20.
Oh, I love that. But on a serious note, that's my dud. And he played terrible for me for the past like 5 weeks. I've been benching him. He's been putting up 25 plus points. And the one time I chose to start him against G.
Can we all agree on this? Jalen Hurts, Lamar, Cam, and Baker, you all called each other?
Nah.
And they
I'm
said,
not agreeing with that.
They said, we're trash.
Something though, but so besides that, because I just named my dud,
Don't even make fun of
I want to
Baker.
comment on Kerry first.
Oh, I know.
Comment on his bitch ass.
Because this is what everybody does, and this is I just want to expose Kerry real quick.
Okay, that's everything.
He can't show that he's a consistent pocket passing quarterback, right?
No, I would stutter too.
When he does well, when he was doing well within the first 5 weeks, and he was playing good, and he was throwing the ball well, everybody would talk about the opponents. But now that he has a bad game, he can't throw the ball good anymore.
There was a couple of games this season
No,
that
it wasn't
he
a couple.
sucked.
No, it wasn't a couple. No, I'm not talking about when he was bad.
No,
he had a bad game. I'm gonna be honest with you. This Matthew says I never say when Lamar plays bad. He had a terrible game yesterday. I watched the whole game.
It took him to throw 4 picks for you to see it?
No, because this is the thing.
He's had other worse games.
No. This one was bad in itself because he was just missing throws. You remember how I told y'all before? If he was just obviously missing throws and just throwing the ball bad, I would admit to it. These other games where he's getting rushed like crazy and he has no time in the pocket, he had time in the pocket.
But other quarterbacks go through the same
let me
thing,
hear me
Mike.
out. No, but this is my point though. A quarterback to me can't get faulted for having the O-line play like ass and they're not getting time to throw the ball. I'm not going to fault you for that. Any quarterback. Whether it's
Winston,
him, whether
Panthers,
it's Jameis,
I forgive
any
you.
of them.
Drew
I'm being
Brees
honest
last
with you.
year,
That's what I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
No, but that's the standard you hold, right?
Hey.
When you talk about... No, it's
know,
not.
I know, go.
Well, I'm just saying, when Kerry talks about people like Drew Brees and that we lose because he had no time to throw, if you lose because you don't have the time to throw, I'm okay with that. I can live with that. But this is what I'm not going to live with. If you have the time to throw and you're not making the throws, you're playing a bad game. He had a terrible game. He fucked up a lot of the passes. He threw shit off target. He overthrew receivers.
Apologize to Mark Andrews.
He had
a bad game.
So
He had
time to throw it, and he still wasn't.
Yeah, and he played bad. And that's
Damn,
okay. That's
crazy.
a bad
You
game.
think you would throw better
But
if you had protection.
no, I know that. But that's a bad game. And I can admit that. But as to be like, oh, it's all over. Oh, he's not a pocket passing quarterback. Oh, he's not a top quarterback in the league. All that shit's
not a
false.
top
All that shit's
Can I tell you?
It's not
Can I tell you
false.
this one thing? I'm not gonna roast Lamar because I know Kerry wants to roast you, but I'm not gonna roast you. I did tell you this, and I agreed with you in the beginning of the year. Lamar's playing like an MVP because he's carrying the team. But I also gave credit not just to Lamar, I gave credit to his defense. Now, I did tell you Lamar, and I said, and yeah, Lamar's playing better than he was last year. But the reason why I brought up defense is what he was going against is because Lamar, he was playing a little bit above average against those defenses. I said, Michael, let's wait until he plays better teams. And it's slowly starting to show. And also, Michael, did Lamar win the game for the Ravens or did the defense?
No, the defense did, and he even said it after
Has the defense ever bailed him out in any other
He
game?
said it. No, they have, but that's not the point though. He's had good games. He's lost some. I don't even want to spend the rest of this episode
Yeah.
talking about Lamar, but I'm
Yeah,
just
he's not
saying
worth
though.
it.
But what I'm saying is, I want everybody to stay consistent,
I am.
like I am, and I want everybody to keep the same energy. That's all I want.
I
folks.
did, bud.
Let's go, baby.
And the only thing I can rebuke,
Keep it with Baker.
refute.
Stop. Fuck, man.
What? Go.
Oh, you said
have
something.
To, no, we don't have to talk about Lamar though. Let's
We
talk-
don't have to.
Let's comment on Matthew's pussy ass.
Okay.
Oh, whoa. Honorable mention the Giants.
Tannehill has one bad game. Tannehill has one of the worst, like literally one of the most.
The Texans was a bad
I'm gonna be
game.
real.
That was really-
it's like a Lamar
game.
No, I know it's one bad game. No, I'm saying, but that was a really terrible game, and I get that. The Titans are one of the most hurt teams in the whole league. His O line's one of the most banged up in the whole league.
We gotta get an
Receivers are
injury
most.
button.
That's what I'm saying, man. And I'm not saying
Why
that
is
gives them
everyone's
excuse.
injured though? Like
No,
every
no,
team,
that's not
you
true.
can't
It's not
like
that.
You know what's
No,
crazy?
that's not true.
Okay,
That's not
okay,
true.
Michael. You know
That's
what
a lie.
teams? Michael, there's teams like the Browns. The Cardinals lost their QB. Who's leading them?
They have
The
good depth. That's why they're doing well
Michael,
right now.
they just lost. They don't have good
The
depth. They lost
Cardinals?
Hopkins. They're demon. They lost
Wait,
JJ
who'd the
Watt.
Cardinals lose to?
They did lose. Well, they were on the bye week this week, but
That-
they
they
lost the
didn't
other
lose.
They
games.
lost on the bye week. That's how
No,
bad they are.
dumbass. I'm saying the week before.
That's crazy.
But Michael, no one can make any excuse. I don't give a fuck what team you're on. No team has any excuse, not the sorry-ass Titans, not anyone, to make any excuses about injuries.
It's not an
Every
excuse,
team's
though.
injured. Look at the Saints. We have no one. Yo, this is
that's
the
why we're
first Saints
losing.
game. Time out. This is the
You're not
first
going to win
Saints game.
games if you're healthy.
Kerry, this was the
You mean
first Saints
hurt?
game
You
I
said healthy.
watched.
You know what I'm saying?
He said healthy. You're not going to win games if you're healthy. That's what he said.
That's the new thing. That's a T-shirt, guys.
Dude, this was the first Saints game I've ever watched that I did not know anyone on offense. I didn't know. I thought they were all Madden players. You create a player. You don't know this. Like, that's why I don't feel bad for the Titans. I don't feel bad for the fucking
no
Ravens.
one's saying to feel bad.
Because everyone's hurt. Everyone
Nah,
is.
that's a lie, though.
All I can
not
say is
true.
that-
How?
That's not true.
Who
They're not
isn't
all
hurt? Everyone's
The
hurt.
Packers aren't hurt. They're
Michael,
fine.
you
They're
know what's
sitting
funny?
Fine and pretty.
Hey, Kerry, what did the Packers
aren't
do
people.
without Aaron Rodgers one game? What did they do?
It was a close
You're
loss,
going
though.
from.
It was
That's one player.
So you're telling me you're going from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. You don't expect to fucking lose? That's crazy.
But the
Big
Michael,
ass.
Has Jordan Love ever played in an NFL
Let's
game?
go. Wait, let's go
I'm
Brady
saying-
to Kyle Trask, and let's see how
No,
much
dumbass.
games the Bucs
I'm
are going to win.
trying to say every
The
team can say,
fuck?
okay, Seattle
They're not
lost
hurt.
Russell.
They're
Saints
not
lost
hurt.
everyone.
The Packers aren't hurt.
Michael, we can go through every team.
The Packers are not hurt.
No, dumbass. I'm saying the Packers,
just probably
that's
the
how
most
much it
healthiest
affected
team.
them.
Yeah, they're litty.
I'm saying that's how much the Packers aren't really a good team. They
are a
lost
good
Aaron
team.
Rodgers. They were almost
They
like
are a good team.
Is
They're
Jordan
a really
Love
good team.
without Aaron Rodgers?
They're
a
the
good
Super
team?
Bowl
But
favorites. They
Matthew.
should be going.
Wait, without Aaron Rodgers, are they playoff contenders? Answer.
Yeah,
Without-
I think they are.
Oh my God, no way.
that was just one
with
game
who?
with Jordan
Wait,
Love,
no,
though.
without it. No, with Jordan Love, without Aaron
Oh
Rodgers.
no, they're not
They're
winning with Jordan
not.
Love.
I'm saying is like if he was to be forced right now to go into the season to go into playoffs or whatever, I think Jordan Love may not win a lot of games, but I don't think they're losing all the games. I think
They're not winning enough though to be like the favorite.
But no.
Or to
But
be
I forget seeds. We're talking about playoff. Let's just say Aaron Rodgers from that game, that Chiefs game. Let's just say he was out, broke his leg, out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That game they lost to the Chiefs. What was the score?
I don't remember. It was
7-13.
It was a low-scoring game. That was his first NFL start. Who's to say that Jordan Love, starting the rest of the season, builds a report? Not a report, but builds like it's you're giving a person more time to play and gel with the team.
I don't think he would do
I
it.
don't think Jordan Love's a bad quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback being put in, and you know how nervousing that's got to be your first NFL
All
start.
right, I think we got to end this episode off of that because that was crazy, and I know the time's going to be running out a little bit shortly. But that was nasty at the thought you just said that. I don't think they'd be winning at all. You know something? I think they'd be able to make
So
it. Kerry. It's
Jordan Love's just so bad.
No, I'm not saying
Y'all
it's so
don't know
bad.
nothing
Aaron
about it.
Rodgers leads that team, baby.
I
It
know
goes
he
through
leads. I'm
him.
saying worst case scenario.
You think they'd be a 7th seed or they'd be better than the
I'm saying
Vikings?
is from the Chiefs game. I think they make playoffs.
Would they be better than the Vikings?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. All right,
Yes.
that's sick.
Didn't they just
All right,
lose?
look,
Okay, I can't-
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, let's end the episode. Y'all, make sure to like,
We're about
comment.
to put more
That's
turkey
why
ass
this
right
is
behind us.
undebatable.
I'm about to put more turkey ass right there, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Carrie's face on that turkey's ass. I can't do this. Y'all, thank you.
We
Like,
appreciate
comment,
everybody who
subscribe.
watches us.
And we hit 1,000. We're trying to hit. Look, you know what? Let's hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year.
We ain't going nowhere, baby.
Yeah, we're not going
gonna
nowhere.
Go slowly but surely.
Hey, look, videos are going to be posted. We're sorry we haven't posted as much. Michael was making a turkey. Carrie was buttering his hams. And I was eating mashed potatoes.
Look, we appreciate everybody. Love everybody that's watching. We'll tune in for next time.
Carrie,
All
got
right,
anything
guys.
to say?
Go Lamar.
I spy with my little eye. Booty!